So Drew Brees, in an interview earlier today with Yahoo, was asked how does he feel about players kneeling for the national anthem. And Drew Brees, in summary, said that I will never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States of America or our country. Now, those statements by Drew Brees has sparked a lot of backlash and controversy and arguments amongst not only fans of the NFL, but the whole entire country in general. Now, I am doing this video 100% non-biased. I'm not picking sides. I'm going to give you guys both sides of the arguments, why people agree with Drew Brees' statements and why people disagree with Drew Brees' statements. Let's start first with why people disagree with what Drew Brees said. Now, LeBron James came out in a series of tweets, and he said, wow, man, is it still surprising at this point? Sure isn't. You literally still don't understand why Cap was kneeling on one knee. Has absolutely nothing to do with the disrespect of our flag and our soldiers, men and women who keep our land free. My father-in-law was one of those men who fought as well for this country, and I asked him about it and thank him all the time for his commitment. He never found Cap's peaceful protest offensive because he and I both know what's right and what's wrong. God bless you. Now, Colin Kaepernick was not kneeling to be disrespectful towards the men and women who served the country in the military, and he wasn't kneeling to be disrespectful to the flag. He was kneeling because he wanted to cause attention to the issue that still haunts us right now, which is police brutality. Police abusing their power to take out innocent lives of people who don't deserve to have their lives taken. That's what Colin Kaepernick was on the knee for. It was never intended to be disrespectful. That was not the reason why he kneeled. He kneeled because he wanted to cause attention to an ongoing issue that, crazy enough, is still to this very day right now being protested by many people, not just in the United States, but worldwide, which is the issue of police brutality. Now, although Colin Kaepernick's peaceful protest was not intended to be disrespectful, it still came out disrespectful towards some people, right? Now, listen, a lot of people gotta understand this, right? Just because you don't intend for something to, be disrespectful, or you don't intend for something to be viewed upon as a certain way, it's still going to be viewed upon in that light. Just because Colin Kaepernick's peaceful protest was not intended to be disrespectful, it still looked disrespectful to those who served, right? Now, I'm not speaking for everybody, but before I did this video, I called and asked my grandpa, who is an African American who actually served in the military, and I asked him, "Do you disagree with agree with Colin Kaepernick kneeling for the national anthem?" And he said he agreed with what Colin Kaepernick did with trying to address police brutality, but he still felt offended with Colin Kaepernick kneeling for the national anthem because it's disrespectful for somebody who never served in the military, who doesn't know what it's like to sacrifice your life, your blood, your sweat, your tears, your patriotism towards the country. The flag, for some people in the military, is more than just a flag. A lot of people keep trying to downplay it, talking about something. It's just a stupid flag. For some people, the flag is more than just a stupid flag to some of you guys, right? Some people, I've been seeing that a lot on Twitter. A lot of people on Twitter keep saying it's just a stupid flag. It doesn't mean anything. The flag to some people means a lot. The flag to some people who served in the military represents patriotism. It represents devotion. It represents the honor that they fought with in the military when they risked their lives every day for the freedom and to protect this country, right? So for a lot of you guys that keep saying it's just a flag, it's just a symbol, it doesn't mean anything, to some people, the flag represents a lot. the flag means a lot to some people who served in the military. It may not mean a lot to you guys, but for the people who served, it means a lot to some of the people who served, right? And my grandfather felt offended, not because of what Colin Kaepernick kneeled for, but because when he kneeled for the national anthem, he knelt during the raising of the flag. It was kind of like a spit in the face to him for the people that served, for him who served in the country. Now, I'm not speaking for everybody, but I'm speaking because an African American who served in the military, who my grandfather who served this country, felt offended, right? So it just goes to show you that Drew Brees' statements, some people agree with. I don't think Drew Brees came out to be a racist. He wasn't trying to, come out and be racist towards anybody. He was just stating his opinion. And a lot of people felt offended by Colin Kaepernick kneeling for the national anthem. Now, another guy I talked to didn't feel offended by Colin Kaepernick kneeling for the national anthem. And he served in the military as well, right? So that just goes to show you it's not a right and a wrong of how people are supposed to feel about Colin Kaepernick kneeling for the national anthem. Kneeling for the raising of the flag. Colin Kaepernick was not trying to be disrespectful. He was kneeling because that was his way of protesting police brutality. But just because it didn't mean to be disrespectful, it didn't mean to come off as offensive towards the people who served, it did set some of the people who served off. And I'm not speaking for everybody. Some people who served don't feel any kind of way about Colin Kaepernick kneeling. They don't really care. It didn't offend them at all. But some people, like my grandfather, who happens to be African American, did feel some kind of way. And although he served in the country, he came back, he still had to deal with racism. And his heart, the fact that he served his country, that he put his life on the line to protect the country, negates the racism that he felt, right? So a lot of people have to understand that it's really disrespectful towards people who kneel for the national anthem, who never served, right? And that's why my grandpa was so upset, because Colin Kaepernick doesn't know what it's like to risk your life, not only trying to protect the American people and the country, but what that flag represents. That flag represents honor. It represents blood, sweat, and tears, and patriotism and devotion to the higher levels to some people. The flag means a lot to some people. And I'm not saying a lot of people feel this way about the flag, right? I'm not saying at all, but I'm saying some people do feel that kind of way about the flag. The flag means a lot to some people. The flag represents patriotism. It represents what those soldiers did every day when they risked their life to serve this country. So like I said, I'm giving you guys both arguments of the spectrum. I'm giving you guys why some people disagree with Drew Brees, and I'm giving you guys the argument of why people agree with Drew Brees. Colin Kaepernick's protest was never meant to be taken as disrespectful. But of course, as we know today, it doesn't matter how right you try to do something, people still may be offended by the way you do so. My grandfather said that he felt Colin Kaepernick could have addressed it a different way, right? Now some people felt Colin Kaepernick addressed it the best way possible. But Drew Brees' comments right now was just, it was more of wrong timing. You see, the country right now, it needs healing. We need words of encouragement. We need words that's going to bring this country together, not divide it more. But the country is already still being divided because of all the police brutality that's going on, right? Now, like I said, I'm doing this video 100% neutral. I'm not picking a side. I'm not doing anything, right? I'm just giving both perspectives of the argument of why people agree and why people disagree with Drew Brees. And you can take this video however you want to, right? But I'm not picking sides. I gave you guys both arguments of why people disagree and why people agree with Drew Brees' statements. Colin Kaepernick's protest was not supposed to be looked upon as being disrespectful to the flag and to the people that served. It was meant to draw attention to police brutality. But it still, although Colin Kaepernick and some people felt that he went the right way about it, it still offended some people. Not everybody, but it still offended some people. A lot of people don't know what it's like, myself included, to go and risk your life every day to protect the country. And it's kind of a slap in the face because a lot of people don't know what it's like. But again, some people don't know what it's like being an African American like me, having to be afraid to go outside and walk past a police officer because you don't know if he could take your life. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not picking sides or anything like that. I'm just giving you guys both sides of the argument. So let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comment section down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos and content, and thanks for watching.